Hey everyone, welcome back to Sung's Garage. It really hasn't been easy as I thought staying at home and not being able to see friends. So I thought I would hit up two of my good friends, Roger and McCaleb, via Zoom to do our next episode of Your Car, My Car, which is basically a virtual car meetup, kind of like Cars and Coffee. All right, hope you enjoy. Y'all be good.
All right, guys, welcome back to Sung's Garage. So we are doing a Your Car, My Car, Cars and Coffee type of thing. We got some suggestions through Instagram. Our friend Joey in Arizona, he reached out and said, during this quarantine, why don't we still reach out to our community of car folks out there, help each other be there for each other, and find something positive to do with each other, being responsible, using things like Zoom, like we're doing now. So for this episode of Your Car, My Car, I wanted to reach out to some of my dearest, oldest friends, because in this time, I'm starting to realize that this thing is getting closer. It's getting scarier. It's starting to affect us on a personal level. Today was not a good day. I got some texts and some calls about people passing away. So
Oh man,
it's getting really close. So I wanted to take this opportunity to reach out to the people I love. And you guys are on that list of people I care about. That means so much to me that I'm proud to know you guys. So let's get to it. So we have two of my closest friends. One's in the East Coast, one's in the West Coast. Introduce yourself. Start with Mac. Where you are, how you're doing. Talk to us.
Okay, I'm McCaleb Burnett. I'm an actor. I'm out here in New York. I'm a New York native, so I grew up in New York City. Right now, I'm in upstate New York, so I'm in the woods. We've been in quarantine, me and my partner, for she and I are both actors, for about 4 weeks now. We're up here with my dog. We're doing okay. It's obviously hitting close to home. New York is real. I mean, it's not a war zone, but I have a lot of doctors and nurses friends. My best friend's a doctor, and he's up at the Bronx and he's working his tail off, and it's pretty scary. So we're thinking about all the people who are putting themselves out there and doing what I'm not doing right now. So all I'm trying to do is stay away from people and take limited trips to the grocery store and the dump and all these other things, so I can be able to see my dad at some point soon and see my partner's family and all that stuff. So otherwise we're doing okay. We're healthy, thank God, and but it is a really scary time. It's really scary for my city. My city is in a really bad place right now, but we're all right.
All right, Raj, talk to us.
Hey everyone, it's good to see you, Sung. Great to see you, Mac. I am Roger Fan, and I am located in Southern California, in Los Angeles. I am about 17 miles away from Sung, but it seems so far away. We've been in quarantine for, I think, about 3 weeks and like 2 days, and I live in a pretty small beach community, so the lots are really small, so no one really has yards. And it's been a bit challenging because I have 3 little girls, and then 1 big girl, my wife. But it's kind of hard to feel like Mac is out in I guess you're outside of New York City, right? And you're out in
We're up north. We're up north by about 3 hours.
My yard is the size of a postage stamp, so we got to find ways to entertain ourselves physically, get out for a few walks and stuff like that. But everyone overall in Los Angeles seems to be doing a pretty good job of social distancing. But just like Max said, it's like just trying to stay home, stay away from people, and maybe once or twice a week you might have to get out and go to grocery shopping, which I completely dread. But overall things are good. But it's a bit lonely, and it's kind of challenging not to. Just try to manage just not getting stir crazy. So, but it's great to see you guys. Really great to see you.
Yeah, it's amazing to have. I've done a bunch of Zoom stuff with friends, and it's amazing just what a difference it is just see people a little bit. Otherwise it's phone calls are fine, but just visually clocking in with people as opposed to, being on some speakerphone or something and walking up and down my drive.
Yeah, I hated this, FaceTime, Zooms kind of stuff prior to this coronavirus. I was really resistant on it, but once we started getting into it, it's nice because it's usually there's an agenda with these FaceTime meetings, right? And you're on the clock, and I feel like this is just an opportunity for us just to hang out, man, and check in with each other. And it's cool because I know that you guys have no place to go because you guys got to stay at home. So
this is even before before the lockdown.
To the kitchen.
Before the lockdown. Yeah. I know where to go. So.
Yeah. It's
all right, guys. Well, hey, thanks for sharing what's going on in your area. All of us are dealing with this. It's all relative. It's each of us have our own struggles and journeys, and it's tough for everybody. So thanks for sharing, guys. Thanks for being able to spend some time with us today. Yeah, man. Today's a fucked up day. Like, today is the first day that I feel like this whole thing is affecting on a personal level. Like,
really,
when your friends are telling you, your dear friends are telling you that their parents are passing away, and you know how close, and you're just having conversations with these people. I just feel like it's creeping up, man. And if I were to lose any of you guys, I don't know, man. And it's like we can posturize and say that everything's cool, and we're staying tough, but nah, man, it's not. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling invincible. I'm not feeling like I have any answers. I feel scared. I feel lost. I feel hopeless most of the day. So with that said, these things, being able to spend this time with you guys, it to me is the thing that wakes me up. So gives me purpose. So anyway, yeah.
I mean, hopefully this time not to be, hooey, but hopefully this stuff, I mean, we're all in the same boat. We all have to stop. And obviously we're not on the same boat because there's a lot of people who are going to be really screwed in 2 weeks, or in a week or in 3 weeks, and looking for the next paycheck and what's going to happen and where's my job. But there's so many people unemployed, so many 6 million people in New York City. 400,000 restaurant workers and bar workers lost their jobs over a span of days.
Wow.
I mean, and I think the levels of going, like, both being grateful and also, reaching everyone around you at this point is hurting. I mean, they just are,
Yeah. All right. Well, then let's try to add some little sprinkle of positivity.
Absolutely.
My dog is positive. Yeah. So I guess the theme, it's instead of about ourselves, it's really, like our energy is going out to other people, and we're feeling bad about what's going on to all those people suffering right now. And so it's not just about us. So instead of like talking about just my car, we wanted to talk about your car. So let's get to that. McCaleb, let's go. Let's start sharing your baby. Tell me your story.
We'll share my baby. Well, I have come. Okay, so that's my first baby right there, which I don't think we're going to talk about her. She's a 2002 Corolla that I bought for a pack of matches, barely.
That's what we want to talk about. That's the car we want to talk about. I don't want to talk about some nice car. I want to talk about.
That's my truck. This is the truck that I want to talk about because.
Oh, you want to talk about the truck? Okay, I want to talk about the Corolla. I'd rather talk about that truck. Come on, it's nice, but I want to talk about the Corolla. Corolla has story. It's connected to New York, man. That was your New York daily Manhattan commuter car. There's so much story.
Well, it wasn't quite a commuter car, but it was pretty close. I will tell you the story of this car. This was, I bought this car for, can I say this?
Yeah.
I bought this car for $1,000.
Wow. That's US?
It's a 2002 Corolla. We only had to sort of retire it because she can't go up that hill in the wintertime. But she has 138,000 miles on her. I bought her with 95,000 miles on her. She's now 18 years old. My father's a park ranger, and he's in Cape Cod. And when I was looking to buy a car before we had this place up here and needed 4-wheel drive, my dad said, "Don't buy a car without me," because he lives in Cape Cod, which has a lot of retirees, and retirees are gonna drive their cars a certain way. So he said, "Wait." It took us a couple of years, and one day he called me and said, "I got the perfect car. It's a champagne Corolla."
Champagne.
Champagne.
Champagne. Is that a color?
That
It
is
is
champagne.
I know.
Champagne is a very 90s color, like
I
champagne.
know, but even to this day, I'm not exactly clear on what champagne is, right? It's like
That's champagne.
It's a beige. It's a pretty.
No,
It's a fancy beige.
Champagne. That is beige, because this is where I hit a deer driving up the Taconic Parkway. As you can see, there are two different headlights, one that works and one that doesn't really work. But the champagne color, which they actually couldn't replicate from the actual dealership, he tried to replicate by himself by just making one, my mechanic, on his own. And I think it fits fairly well.
it's great.
It's the perfect car in the city, because if you want to key it, you can. It's about as big as a Mini Cooper. I can literally get it anywhere. I will not have to fill it. I think it cost me like $16 to fill up the tank, and I'm not kidding. I'm not going to show you. Well, I can sort of show you a bit of the interior, but we didn't expect we were going to. Well, okay, here we go.
Is the deer in it?
The deer is not in it right now. Lots of room. Very exciting. There used to be a place where I could put my cell phone, because I don't actually have. It has a CD player, so
Nice.
But she's a great car. Her name is Alice.
Alice, where's this name Alice come from? Why Alice?
Wow.
Why Alice? Because I'm not sure if you know this, Sung, but one of my major skills, and I mean this, that's my dog Rooster.
What's
Alice
his name?
is. I am a namer. My skill is naming.
Okay.
So you could point out things to me, and I'll give you its name.
Okay.
And it'll be right. It'll be the correct name. That's Max or Maxine.
What, the car? The car? The truck is
Max or Maxine.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, we.
So when you first saw Roger, before you knew his name, what did you name him?
Mark.
Mark.
See, like that.
I feel like a Mark. Some days I feel like a Mark. I do.
Why a Mark? You could be a Mark. You could pass for a Mark.
I can pass as a Mark, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah.
But what job would you have to do if you were a Mark? What job would you be doing? Cop? Police officer?
I feel like I'd be a doctor.
I think a dancer. I think a dance teacher for like ballroom dance. I could
there's
see
a
you.
secondary name. There's also, just you
ever see me dance? You'd take that back.
You would be a bad dancer. You're the worst dance teacher, but you dance with passion. That's why.
That's right.
That's why you're popular, and you're great with the older ladies. Like you're just like, you know how to.
That's accurate.
Let's continue with Alice. Like, come on, we're talking about the car, not.
We got more
Mark.
But she's a great car. I love her. She's here. She's a wonderful car. She's the best city car.
Let's pop that hood. Let's pop that hood and see what she's made of.
You want me to pop the hood? All right.
Come on, this show's called Your Car, My Car. You got to show the car, man. You know.
Look at that. What do you think she is? Like a. What do you think?
I'm going to guess a 1.4 liter 4-cylinder.
1.6.
1.6. Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Dual overhead cam.
Look at that.
I mean, I will say that when we have more than two guys in here at once, there's not exactly a lot of pickup. You got to kind of artfully do your entrance into oncoming traffic, but she will drive forever. And I'm pondering putting snow tires on her because of the snow up here. But I don't.
I think you should do that. I think that would be nice. I think you should put bigger tires on there. You could even put some fender flares.
I wonder about the wheel well. Well, that's actually a bigger wheel well than I considered.
That's probably, what do you think? That's a 14 or 15 inch? What do you think?
I'm voting 14s right now, but I think you could probably go to 18s with those.
Oh yeah, definitely. You could put some 18s, put some fender flares on it, get like, it'd be nice, man. You know, some mud flaps on the back. You know, with those trucker mud flaps with the ladies like kind of lounging. You know,
you are sort of giving me ideas, I have to say.
Yeah, the only way I even. What?
How old is that?
It's a 1963 Datsun 320 truck. So
it's a flatbed. Is there a flatbed?
Yeah. So you see this here? It's 1963.
Whoa.
L320. This is the engine number, and the engine number is matching here. And so if you look at this, so this is a Nikki carburetor with a floating brass thing here.
What kind of engine is that? Is that like a straight
No,
what is this?
It's a E1 4-cylinder 1.2. It's a 1.2 or 1.1 liter.
Wow.
And you see this? This is the column shifter 4 under tree. Very rare 4 under tree. Usually they're like 3 under tree. And then
so it's right on the column on the right hand side.
That's here.
Dang, that's your shifter. That's old school.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I mean, you guys know a lot more about cars than I do, but Christ.
Yeah, I don't know much. I know
you got the champagne Corolla, Mac. Come on, man.
Yeah. It's all subjective. It's subjective to what you need to know for your car. The reason I'm learning more about these things like, positive ground and all these old carburetors is because this car is here. Typically, I think if this coronavirus thing wasn't locking us down, this would have went to paint and body, the engine would have got sent out to be rebuilt. All these things would have been dealt with by like these, these masters of their craft. But this lockdown was forcing us to either just like put it to the side or get your hands dirty and really learn. And so I use this as an opportunity I've been cleaning, man. Even all of these things, I just been sanding. And if you look, the car is gray now because it's cheap paint that they just did overspray. The original color of the car was this white, this beige white. And so I was thinking about a racing stripe. So basically I just spent the night sanding the top coat off. And then this is the original color. And I was going, I like that. It's a story. It's like, this is what the car originally was all about. And me sanding it for hours till like 6 a.m. When I look at this car, it represents the positive, like constructive things I was doing during this shitty time,
Wow.
So yeah, I mean,
Ooh,
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go to you'll be last up with the car. I might as well just continue the tour.
Do it.
Oppa.
Please do.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
So if you look at these doors were all jacked up, right? And what I love about this is that here's the door handle, here's the old window crank. So I fixed the window was all like falling apart. It didn't roll up. So I went in there, studied the contraption, and it's really cool because normally I wouldn't have broke everything down and really try to understand this. And then I go, how do I fix it temporarily? And I just put these razor blades in there to force the window to stay. And now it closes like perfectly, right? Look at that.
Wow.
And so the door cards are gone. So there's usually a nice like, cover here.
It's kind of nice with it exposed like that. It's actually something really beautiful about that.
So I painted all of this with barbecue rust paint that you put on your barbecue that I found at a clearance sale at Ace Hardware for like $2. I had a couple of cans. So I
Wow.
just resprayed this all black here, taped it up, resprayed this, and it gives it this kind of like industrial look, right? It's like, it's kind of cool. And I like to expose this to just go to show the old technology, like to be able to teach. Yeah, to be able to teach somebody to drive manual in this car is going to be a really cool experience because everything is manual. So we've been getting everything to work. We got the license plate light to work, all the brake lights work. You see this? This is the reverse light, right? So for, typically when you put a car in reverse, the back reverse lights turn on, right? Automatically to let people know that you're reversing. But in this car, you actually have to press this button, this reverse button, and then it turns on. Right? So you have to manually turn it on to go, hey guys, I'm going in reverse.
You're putting in a new engine, I assume, yeah?
No. We were, but now I'm going, I want to keep this engine because when you drive it, it's exhilarating. It only has 60 horsepower. As you can see here, 60 horsepower.
Wow.
Right?
But that was like the equivalent to like 300 back in the day, right?
Oh,
and there were some fast cars in the 60s.
60 horsepower. It was like 3,000 horsepower today.
Wow. Because you put it right on the side of the car.
Okay.
I mean, if our truck is a 4-liter 6-cylinder engine, what kind of horsepower would that have?
You could put out probably 500 horsepower in that if you modified it a little bit, but it's probably running what you think, probably like 220, around there. 160 to 220 maybe. I don't think you need. It's a V6, so it's not a V8. So I don't think it would be in the 300s, right?
I don't need a V8 in my life. I have to be honest. This takes up enough gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. But everyone needs a V8 in their life.
Just kidding. We're not changing the engine. We're gonna keep it so I can teach people and share this car. Like imagine, Roger, when your girls grow up, they're never gonna have to drive a manual car, right? So it's gonna be a wonderful experience. It's gonna be it's gonna be kind of like a hobby to know how to drive a manual car. And I was thinking, what does this car represent? I feel like after this whole crisis goes away, and I'm able to like share this car, I want to teach people. I want other car folks to just drive it around. I want to toss the keys and go, hey, go have a fun experience because this dude has been around a long time. 60 years, he's still kicking, and it's just fundamentals. You just need
How many
engine.
Gears? How many gears in there? 4, yeah.
4. So here's the clutch, right? So you see the shift knob?
Wow.
This was the original shift knob for the Fuguzi that's over there. So the 240Z. I had this laying around, so then I put it on here.
Wow.
So
is the column shifter just straight up and down, or is there an H pattern to that? I mean,
yeah, it's a H pattern. So
okay.
So first gear is up, is in and up, and then
trippy.
Second is down.
Okay.
Third is towards you and up. Fourth is towards you and down. Reverse is out and I think up or down.
Wow.
Yeah, out and down. I want to talk to you about, Roger, is that you had that Porsche that was it was on your list of dream cars, I'm sure, because Porsche was on my list, and then but then you never drove it, and then the car you did drive every day is the minivan. And the reason I fell in love with minivans is because I remember years ago I went to you to go drop off your daughters at school, right? Because we were gonna hang out.
Yeah.
And then we were driving them around in your mini. It was an Odyssey. It was a Honda Odyssey, right? Wasn't it?
That's right.
You just got that.
That's right. I've had 4 of them now. 4.
And then you were going through the whole car with me, and then we took that drive and we drove around your your neighborhood in the car, and I fell in love with it. I was like, yo, this is actually pretty cool.
It is cool.
It's a really cool car. Yeah. So
Dude,
let's go. I mean, tell us about.
All right, let's do it. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so this is my fourth Honda Odyssey, and the reason why I've had four is that years back I thought Honda was saying, "Oh, they're gonna come out with an electric minivan." So for the first time in my life, I was like, "I'm gonna lease." And then after every 3-year lease came up, Honda's electric minivan never came out. So I kept waiting and waiting, and the third minivan I had it for about a month, and then my wife got into an accident in it, and so that's how I ended up doing 4 minivans. So this is the fourth. It's a 2018 Honda Odyssey. Let me flip this around so you can see this thing, this beauty. It's a 2018 Honda Odyssey minivan. It is the elite model, which is not the top, but second to the top. But I didn't want to spend another $3,500 on inductive charging and 19-inch wheels. I didn't think that was necessary.
So what is the top model called? This is a E?
I think the top one is like elite, and
Elite.
I think this one is touring. Mine is the touring. So
okay, nice.
yeah, so it's like this weird four. It's not. It's front wheel drive, but can hold conveniently 8 passengers, and it has tons of room. Like the third row, if you can see in the back, it's not a joke. All three of us, Sung, okay, we could go on a road trip cross country and sit in this third row and we wouldn't be like mushed up. I mean, you can have like a Cadillac Escalade, and if you sit in that third row, if you have one, it's like you want to cut your legs off, you know. So
I drove an Escalade, and let me tell you, that looks like much easier driving an Escalade.
Yeah.
So my oldest daughter, who's 11, sits in back, right? So she has her own living room in the third row. And then my younger two, my 9 and 7-year-olds, they sit here, which ironically, I still have. That's nice. Right. I've got those because it was the only car seat that would fit in the back of a 911.
Crazy.
So that's what I bought it for, and I carried it over after I sold the Porsche. But
nice.
So they have 2 captain's chairs in the middle, and they both sit Recaro style.
Nice.
Which is fun. And then what's cool about the Odyssey is it has that magic whatever.
Dude, that's a sweet setup, Raj. Those 2 Recaro baby seats like that you open that up and you just go boom. This is a car guy. He knows what's up. Dude, that's nice. I like it. Did you pick those wheels as an option, or was that just on the car already? Or did you do it?
You know, the funny thing about Honda is it's one of those things is that they just have like 5 trims, and there's very little headache in terms of trying to upgrade or not upgrade.
Wow.
So, but these came with the Odyssey. I didn't have to think.
Okay.
So here's the Odyssey. Strangely enough, so if you closed your eyes, you thought you might be thinking you're in a sports car. You're not, but it definitely has a beefy feel to it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of electronics. There's not a shift column. I prefer a shift column. It has the kind of the new button.
Oh my God!
Park.
It's all buttons.
It's all buttons. So the first.
I don't like that. I don't like that either. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like it all that much, but let me flip it around now real quick. So, but you know what's cool about the car is you got the handles. So that you can armrest, so you can, when you go long distance, you got that.
Nice.
And then,
does it lock? So when you lift the armrest up, does it lock or automatic? It
does.
Lock?
See,
nice. That's what I love about. I love those little things because it's so convenient. It's just nice to have that. It's so easy, you know.
Yeah.
It's funny. You make.
Go ahead.
You make fun of automatic, and then it actually like. When you start using it, go like, God, I'm so annoyed it doesn't have this thing, or I love that it has.
No, it's definitely got. This thing is definitely got. It has a monster amount of storage. I mean, like this is the, all the infotainment. And then you go down here, and you literally could put like a small piece of luggage here, and then they have this giant shelf here. You go back into the center console and. That's cookies and stuff, and you open it up and it's like I got DVDs and N91 N95 mask, And then they have stuff like the remote control to the infotainment, like you can play movies. There's a Blu-ray player in here and stuff. So
What was that an option? Was the infotainment center an option?
it comes with it at this trim level.
Oh.
So,
Wow.
but yeah,
It's funny. I wish we had as much storage in our truck. It's like you start to miss it. You've got two coffee cups and a couple other things, and you're good. And you're not. You're missing a lot of stuff. Stuff goes missing.
How many
that's true.
How many cup holders in that minivan?
Oh man, it's crazy. Okay, here we go. It's literally 1, 2, 3,
Wow.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see my hand
my God.
sanitizer, and then that's not even in the back yet. And then the sliding doors. So you got one there, so that's 9, and the other sliding door is 10. Then you go to the third row, and then you have 11, 12 on that side, and then 13, 14 on this side. So it's about 14
Wow.
cup holders. I think it actually might be all the way up to 18. I'm not exactly fully sure.
We've got
That's
4 in the
amazing.
truck. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, right? There's a lot of drinking going on in this car.
In the 60s, they made cup holders too. I'll show you. So there's a cup holder for Oppa. It's these little these little.
Dude,
That's the cup holder.
dude, you hit a bump and the lap will
Yeah.
be full of Slurpees.
Yeah.
So you want to
What?
want to see the trunk? Let's see
Yeah.
the trunk of this thing.
Sure,
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
All right. Here you want to see the last remnants of my 911 is the license plate ring, which to this day
Ooh.
no one has ever commented on it. Like I took it off it when I sold my sports car, and I
Yeah.
put this license plate ring on my Honda Odyssey, but no one's
Ooh.
commented on it. I don't know if it's because they just feel so bad for me or or what.
Did you buy that plate or did it come with the car? Or did
I
you
bought that
negotiate
plate.
it? You
No,
bought it.
I
Because
bought it. I bought it.
That's the
Yeah.
stuff you negotiate at the end, man.
That's
to
true.
the dealer. That's why you should.
That's
You go.
true.
You go. What the key is to go into the store with the dude the dealer that sold you the car and go, hey, can you as a gift give me some of these little things like a shirt,
Yeah.
stuff like that, shirt, keychain, and etc. So
So the crazy
Especially
thing is this third row seat is up, right? And what's crazy about it is usually when third row seats are up on any SUV and something, there's no room at all in the back, like for luggage. There's so much room back here. I could sleep back here. It's like I'm sitting in the luggage compartment. It's like so gigantic. It's
what's right behind you, right behind your head when you're down? Is that a speaker down there?
It's funny. It's I'm pretty sure that's a good eye song. That's a subwoofer. That's the subwoofer.
Nice.
That's part of the
Wow.
so
Wow.
hey, you want to see something crazy?
Yeah.
I put my jumper cables in this.
Ooh, nice. What is that?
Remember when we were up at Sundance?
Oh my
and
God.
we made all this Better Luck Tomorrow swag. This is the
That's a bag?
yeah, it's like kind of like
I didn't
like
get one
a
of those.
biker bag.
Oh,
You can
that's
borrow
nice.
mine.
That's
Yeah.
real nice. I have this. I have these pins. Remember these?
Oh, sweet.
Remember
Oh,
those?
dude. As well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember this?
Wow.
Of this?
Wow, dude.
I know that movie. We're on that road there.
Where are you
man.
guys? So
In the
that's-
middle.
I think
That's
back's in the
me.
middle. That's you doing your
Wait,
Running
you're in the
Man
middle?
dance.
I'm in the middle. Yeah, I'm doing
Yeah,
You're-
Max.
You're right there?
Yeah. And I'm
In the
to
crit-
Mac's left.
You're here?
No, that's not me. Yeah,
Here?
I'm there. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's not you.
Nice.
That's yeah.
I think that's me, yeah. When I used
Yeah,
to
I think
be
right.
when I used to be fit.
You still
I
look
look
pretty
like
fit.
I look like I'm having a seizure or something. It's like look at Moose's hair. So there's
Man, I forgot
This
it was that.
It's not bad.
Hey, why
Not
why
bad.
do you think the minivan has such a bad rap? Where does that come from?
You know, it's weird. It's like I think it just I think it's something about like, you know, oh, I'm gonna like have a family, and at the end of the day, it's like I remember when we got into our accident and we had to get rid of the minivan. I ended up renting for about a month a Chevy Tahoe, which was great. But the problem is like my kids couldn't just walk into it; they had to kind of like jungle gym up to it, and because to get in was like 3 feet off the ground. So,
Oh wow.
but I don't know. I mean, I think it's just in general, it just seems like it just doesn't seem exciting, right? Like you can get like a 4-door car, like a BMW 5 Series and stuff, and it's like it's got a little fun and stuff to it. But it seems as though by reputation, I mean, I don't know, minivan is just all of a sudden it's like once you decide to have a family, life is going to get boring, right? Which you just have to do what you got to do to be practical, right? Because you don't want to be in an impractical car with like little tiny kids. So
No,
Yeah.
but also, if you have a 911 and all of a sudden you're not using it and you can't get your kids in there, what's the point of having it?
that's
I use Corolla all the time because I'm not going to bring the truck down to the city because it's annoying to park it. It's better than other cars or trucks, but I don't want to get messed up in the same way, and I'd rather jam that thing in places and it's fuel efficient, and that matters.
So going back to the Porsche thing is that, and the question of why do you think a minivan has a bad rep? I look at the minivan now, I look at your minivan, and I would say it's way cooler than the Porsche that you never drove. If the Porsche was something that you had a story and and there was heart and experience and a life's journey that you could share with that experience with that car, I would go, yeah, that's pretty cool that you have that. But the minivan, man, this one is way cooler, dude. So and then you speaking on it and you be kind of passionate about all the little options on it. To me, man, it's super cool. So I don't. It really is. It's subjective, but then I see so much value. All those memories that you have in that minivan, man, and it's shared. The shared memories. That's what a car is about. You're supposed to share it.
No, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, I never owned anything nice in terms of a car in my entire life. Just always tried to be a little bit more on the practical side. But when I finally got to a point where I could actually do something like that, I realized when I owned it, it was very precious. I felt too precious about it. Like you couldn't drive it to the supermarket and just park it because you feel like, And I was like, wow, okay, that's my litmus, right? It's like whatever car I drive, I got to be able to drive it into a Ralph's or Trader Joe's and park it and not even worry about it. And I was like, that's my speed. And as long as I can feel like that, then, because I don't want to have to worry about my car, right? So Sung, I agree. It's like, I felt not fully comfortable when I kind of scaled up a bit. But then I realized like cars that are sort of like meet sort of my practical requirements every day and stuff. It's like, when you don't have to worry about like getting door dings and stuff like that, I'm definitely happiest.
Way happier. I mean, I'm sure you still do. I'm sure because I remember your daughter had spilled something in the minivan, and you were not happy about that. So I'm sure you're still very precious about the Odyssey because you're a car dude, man. You want to keep it nice, right?
Dude, can I show you have you seen this floor? I think I've given up that battle. Look at that. This is like after a music concert.
You know what's amazing? If you just focus on the Recaro seats, it's like, he's so put together. This is dope. And then you pan, and then you tilt down to the floor, and you go, okay, actually, it's run by kids.
Okay, I love you guys.
I love you guys too. Any last thoughts? Like, I don't want to get preachy or, isn't that some like inspirational video talk thing that we're trying to do, but I think because of what we're all going through, is there something positive you want to end with, like at least for me, this conversation, for the hour, I don't know how long we've been doing this, but, it was nice to have a reprieve from thinking about other things. And thanks, guys. It was just really nice hanging out with you guys. So any last thoughts?
I just I feel hopeful that with this stuff that we can all remember how lucky we all are, though, given and just work what we've got, because we're getting down to basics now. And I think I feel blessed to have the friends I have, and to hopefully reach out and try to help other people who are hurting, because we're all hurting. And I think I just hope that this reminds us of how that there are a lot of good people out there who are doing great things. And, we don't need to focus on the horrible stuff as much, because we're all a lot of us are pretty okay.
Wow. I mean, I think for me, it's just going through this process. It's, McCaleb, you're all the way in New York, and it seems like it's going from the east and kind of spreading to the west.
My whole family is now.
Yeah. So it's like, it's weird. Like with California, it's just not slowly. It's over the past several weeks, it's just like all of a sudden, like 8 houses down, there's a family that has it. Like 12 houses away, another family now has it and stuff. So it's becoming more and more real. And I think, if anything, through this process, which I've learned, is what little you really need in order to just be happy. And, when you're at home and you can get stir crazy with the kids and all that kind of stuff, it's just, it's just being able to hang out and just connect with people, and just remember, everyone has their part, as long as we just stay home and don't go out, I think, those little efforts are going to make this whole big thing hopefully go away sooner more than later. So, it's definitely a challenge, but, it's just sending all my love out there, and, just wishing everyone the best, and, stay home. If you don't have to, if you're not a first responder, stay home.
Stay home.
Yeah.
All right, guys. All right. That's it.
You know what that means in sign language?
Rock on.
Well, it means I love you, but it also means I love that it also is very close to rock.
This is Korean sign language too. See this?
I'll take it.
I like that.
Is it really?
Yeah. It means love that turns to butterfly.
All right, thanks for tuning in to Songs Garage, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of Your Car, My Car. And I want to thank McCaleb and Roger for lifting up my spirits during these tough times. Thank you, guys. It's really important to keep checking in with your loved ones, and extra important to keep spreading love and not hate. Let's all continue to stay indoors if possible and stay safe during these tough times. For all those first responders or essential people helping, I truly send my thanks to you all. All right, everyone, be good.